Wow. Oh, switching the music. We need different vibes. We must go back to where it all began. The Inquisition. No one expects the Spanish Inquisition. Okay. Mm-mm. Where does it begin and end? Okay. More thinking about D&D character. I'm still so indecisive about this stupid class that we're gonna play. So first we're gonna try and settle on the character. Actually, should I just be playing video games right now? Am I going too hard into trying to make the character before we even have the session 0? Session 0? What do the rules say? A same amount of information. Go right during session 0. Refrain from building concrete ideas until session 0 is had. That is fair. The notes. Let's not submit this. Let's make up a backup character in case I don't know. Just so we can fill our time. That sounds like a good idea. We'll refrain from doing any serious research. We should name this character, though. Castanella. I don't know if they have, like, name suggestions. There's a Valakan clans section in here as well that probably goes into more detail. The different clan emblems. Oh, that's a very short section on the Valakan clans. 1, 2, 3, 4 pages. Oh, but some of these are like 2 pages. Some of them are even 1 page. Here's a fun idea. Let's make a totally random character. Let's see what we come up with. The wheel. We'll start with heritage. Type all these in. Hold on. Let's window capture. Where'd it go? Huh? Why? Why is it letting me grab that one? That one's locked. What the fuck? Not letting me edit this one. The hell? He's like grabbing the one in the back. Make it go away, I guess. Window capture. What is going on? Huh? Why does it look like that? Add window capture. Capture wheel of names. Go. Yes. Alright. Whatever. This one back on. The fuck? Why did it make it all small? I swear. OBS is having a flippin' meltdown. Okay. Okay. Again, born. What are all the other ones? Who's in? Here. Disembodied. Down. Past. In. Alright, we'll leave Wolven out. Okay, we're gonna make 3 characters. Back to back to back. Just by randomly rolling. 3 spins. Move this over here. A Dampier. It's tinier. Okay. So tiny. An extra large isn't even enough. 1, 2, 3. We'll have backups for our backups. Maybe we'll come up with something random that we really like. Okay, the first one is a Dampier. Next, we'll remove that so we don't get repeats. Oh, a dwarf. Last one. Do we re-roll since that's so close to the Wolven idea? Or do we try to come up with a wholly unique accursed? We do not disobey the wheel. This is so difficult to have enough space for this nonsense. We're not going to random roll for heritage traits. We'll use the standards, maybe change some things. We're not caring about the mechanics. We're caring about who they are. So what's next? Backgrounds. Backgrounds and then locations, perhaps. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of backgrounds, you guys. We're gonna ignore advanced backgrounds. Otherwise, this is gonna get crazy. Backgrounds might also decide where we're from, because a few of these are specific to locations. Ooh, they'll also be really good inspiration for class. So many backgrounds, holy shit. I'm gonna not put that one. We already have one. We have a character that's doing that. Oh. Okay. That's all the ones in the base book. Now we roll 3 times. First character is... Oh. A beggar. Second one. A dwarf. Bayblessed. Hello. I'm going insane, perhaps wacky. One might even say crazy. Why are you going crazy, Seraph? I'm losing my mind, my marbles, my bananas. Not your banana. Moo. I'm falling off my rocker, so to speak. Isn't the world... Oh! Courtier. An accursed courtier. That's gonna be a hard one. Wish I had more monitors. No, I don't. It'd be so fucking hot in here. Where has your rocker gone, Sarah? What has taken your bananas? Who's calling you crazy? I woke up from a nap I didn't even know I took. Oh no. Interesting. Felt so real. Gotta love the power of the brain. When you least expect it, it's conjuring up a world you wish you could never leave. Alright, I think we random roll class type, but not subclass. And then we try to make it fit. Where are the classes? Monster Hunter. Barbarian. Bard. Eric. Druid. Fighter. Then yeah. Sure. Warlock. Wizard. I feel like I'm being torn between two universes. Damn. It sounds like you're having an existential crisis. Dang it. Also, can I move this over here without it it distorts a little bit, but it's not terrible. Oh yeah, just put it back to the normal space. Okay. Rolling for the first character. A wizard. I feel like the universe is trying to tell me something. I've been back and forth trying to decide what class I want the original character play, and then I get wizard the first roll of this random character. The second character is a fighter. Third character. Oh, Monster Hunter. And a cursed courtier that became a monster hunter. Oh, maybe he became a monster hunter because he was cursed. He's hunting the monster that cursed him. Back to 100% driving. It's always good when you find a game you're ready to just sink hours into. I wish creating D&D characters was so decisive. It doesn't help that I'm an incredibly indecisive person. I just wish it had more story missions. I know that feeling. There's so many games I wish never ended. Or just had just a smidgen more content. I think the last thing we're going to do is roll, because these are fairly easy to fit into multiple places, so we're going to randomly roll from where they're at. Where they come from. Where'd you go? Wait, where'd you come from? Where'd you go? Cotton Eye Joe. I can't remember the stupid rhyme. Oh, where'd you come from? Where'd you go? Where'd you come from? Cotton Eye Joe. There we go. Now I got it in my head. Okay. Move those. We have a few empires. Iraq. In. No. Castanella. Yeah. Wait a minute. Why are two of these just straight up cities? Located in small Gulf Islands west of the province. Maintained its independence since its founding. Oh. A city that is beholden to no empire. Interesting. Valencia. Is that true of this other one? Where's the other one? Lysek. One independent? It doesn't say. I mean, it must be if it's not being categorized inside the other. Short or long stream today? It should be longer. Probably not as long. Like at least 5 hours. I have to cook today, so we have to stop before 5. Metro today? Maybe. I want to play, I mean, most likely. Tomorrow we won't have Metro, most likely. Because I'm going to be playing the new Destiny content. But, I want to do some Path of Exile and some just futzing around. I want to take today slow. I really enjoyed just futzing around with D&D stuff. So we're going to do that. Not as long this time. I think last time we spent 5 hours just talking about building a D&D character. I think today we're gonna get some loose ideas for some backup characters. And then we'll switch to Path of Exile for a little bit, because I want to continue making progress to the story on that game. And then we'll do some Metro. Well, let's see where the first character is from. Character 1 is from Astoya. You know, that is incredibly fitting considering that is the land of vampires. You know, there's one cool game I wanted to try, but I'm broke. What's the game? There's so many cool games I want to try, but I'm broke. Like, Borderlands 4 is coming out. And despite the shit that they all get for that company just gets for being fucking terrible people and whatnot, Borderlands looks so good. It's like Minecraft vintage story. I think my brother plays that. That's like the Minecraft where it's super like survival-y, more realistic. Yeah, he has played that. All right, last one. Oh, which is also fitting because that is one of the empires that is very much about politics. Iraq. The DA is cool. I want to try that out. There's some vintage story I'm pretty sure was inspired by a Minecraft mod. I can't remember what the mod is called. But if you have Minecraft, you could get the feeling for it for free if you know how to mod the game. It's not the same. That's fair. Okay, we're gonna go to Astoria, and we're gonna randomly roll for somewhere in Astoria. Gonna do this as randomly as we can. The land, the rivers, city below, provinces. Here we go. There's a new province in Astoria. Oh wait, no, there's not. Mama Ravo. These are all the same. Some of these I've not read though, because did not do a very good job reading it the first time. Minecraft is still limited by the mechanics, true. I received my paycheck today of a whole 0. What do you mean? How did you get no money? Huh? Something doesn't add up. You ate it? Why'd you eat your paycheck? There's no nutrition in paper. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce some of these flipping places. Holy. Alright. We're just rolling once. Where the hell is this? Well, I get the paycheck of every 10 every month. I could work all September. I get money for it on October 10th. Since I was on vacation for August, I didn't get. I see. Makes sense. Right. Terranima is the heartland of the Estonian Empire. In times before the Darkfall, it was a great plain of arable farmland, flanked by forests on its east and west, and fed by the great Artarian River, which flows through its center. It was a food bowl for the rest of the empire until the day the sun melted from the sky. But it's funny how they wasted time to generate the paycheck document. LOL. A waste of paper. Oh, you're looking at it electronically? That's good. There's this website that I was shown. I don't remember what it's called, but it's a archive of like misplaced money. And so you put your personal information into it, and then they search like all the records across the states, and they find if like you are owed money. And I had done mine a few months back, and I found that I was owed $35, and they sent it to me in the mail, and I was like, ooh, nice, a free $35. Gonna spend it on video games. Whoops. Let's see, what else is there about Termina? Or Turinima. Turinima means great importance. Province still scratches out whatever produce it can to feed the population. Vital step for the vampires to maintain their own source of sustenance. Turinimans are earthy folk. Few ambitions besides selling whatever a meager crop they've managed. I've got something stuck in my throat. I'm owed a lot on that Adobe freaking nonsense. Making me pay half of what I fucking would pay if I kept it. And the real scummy part, I don't think I mentioned it, is that if you cancel the subscription, right, and then you pay that half of whatever is remaining of the year, they don't let you keep the time you paid for. They just end the subscription. They force you to pay half if you're missing 6 months, and then it just shuts off because you paid the whole price for the 1 year and you had to pay more for that. Yeah. So let me see. I still have this stupid chip stuck in my throat. Let's say the subscription was like $12 every month. It's typically like $20, but you get $8 off because you are saying that you'll be paying every month for a year. But if you cancel, if for any reason you have to cancel before that time's up, they want to get their fill and make sure that, you know, you didn't buy the discounted subscription just to use it for a month. And I'm sure some people would do that and they would lose some money. But the way that they incentivize you not to do that is that whatever months you have left over from going for a full year, you pay half of what's remaining. So you have 6 months remaining. 6 times 6 is 36. You'd have to pay $36 before you could close out your account. But if you're canceling because you can't continue the subscription and they make you pay to cancel the subscription, they've locked you into the subscription. And so I can't remember what it was, but it was way more than $12 a month. It's like, I tried to cancel with, I think, 8 months still on it, and it was over $100 to cancel the subscription. It was ludicrous. Yeah, you're paying. You have to pay to stop paying. That's a good way of looking at it. All right, what else can we learn about this Turinima? Hardy folk manage to grow food, keep their family safe. When the call to rebellion or adventure is thrust upon them, usually due to tragedy or circumstance, they leave for Reva or Soma, usually via Crow's Bend. Capital is crowded market town. Skilled workers such as blacksmiths, cobblers, herbalists, and scribes more likely to find employment. Deckhands, merchants also common, frequently coming and going from other settlements. Countess Augustine Vasineska, known by most as the Blood Sommelier, can sniff out mortals within the most decadent tasting blood. This talent has made her popular among the court. It does, and I'm pretty sure that it is an American company, which explains why it is like that. So we're a Dampier beggar wizard. We come from a farming town. We learned magic to escape. Learned magic. What is it called? The hedge wizard? Is it a hedge wizard? What are the fuckers? Hedge wizard. Yeah. Practiced magic outside the formal magical institution. We cobbled together what we know. We didn't spend thousands of dollars going to school. That's for fools. Dwarf Feyblessed Lysek. Where's Lysek? City of Lysek. What's the story of Lysek? Turbulent currents. Sea full of monsters. Coral coastal winds. Mild and warm. Waning sea storms. Let's see, where's this on the map? I vaguely remember it. Yeah. It's just outside of Rowland. Just outside the Bierock. And it's apparently not a Bierock city. Rock Teeth Mountains. There's some forests to get Feyblessed through. So Feyblessed is... I have to reread that one actually. Pretty sure that's the one where you get blessed by the spirits. They help you out despite being little tricksy shits. Where is it? Here it is. Fey blessed, powerful and fickle fairy folk of your area have taken note of you, and your existence pleases them. Whether you were born under a lucky star, had a favorable run-in with a nature spirit, or simply were in the right place at the right time, the Fae favor you with small gifts and boons. You find small trinkets in your shoes when you wake up in the morning. That is hilarious. That it's also a dwarf. Because there's the story about the trolls. Norwegian trolls. Just Icelandic Norse. There's troll myths about trolls stealing your socks. I think that's funny. The Fae folk and the dwarf come together like that. Let's see. In Lysac, there's also Castle Martorius very close. Not any big forests nearby. Back to Lysac. Where was it? Let's open. Let's see if we can find a monster that is Fey and coastal. Well, there's one. Hold on. Reset the filters. Fey. Coastal. Where did it go? Habitat, coastal. There's two. Oh no. There's only two? So there's a Mordenkainen monster known as the Dolphin Delighter. The Feywild Dolphin Delighters brighten the mood for those who travel the seas of the domains of delight, telepathically singing sea shanties. These dolphins leap and teleport through the luminous waters of fairy and the material plane. And then the obvious one is a sea hag. Let's see, if we remove coastal, what other habitats are close? Forest, grassland, hill, and mountain. Okay, we get a few more options with that. Oh my gosh, yes. The boggle. Is there any other? Oh, blink dog. A dwarf Feyblessed fighter with a blink dog. Or any other really fun animals? The warg. Not as fun as a blink dog. Or as nice, honestly. Quicklings, centaurs, darklings. Yeah, I think the blink dog. Let's do a blink dog. Blink dog. Blink dog was someone's lost pet, and we saved this blink dog. and we became Fablessed. Why did you make the dog blind? What do you mean? It's blink, like teleport. Here, can I show you a picture? How do I show you? Oh wait, I can take this and put it here. Blink dog. Let's see, what's the info on these guys? Blink dogs glimmer with a magic that allows them to teleport, blinking from one spot to another. These dogs use their power to chase prey, baffle foes, and express joy. He looks blind. He does look like he has a cloudy eye. But I think it's just a magical eye. Grew up in Lysec. Fisher. Dog. Drowning. That, oh, I forgot the end. Drowning. Saved. I got the N again. Drowning. Link dog. Yeah? I think that idea is fleshed out as much as this one is. Lysec. The last one is the Accursed Courtier Monster Hunter Bierok. So now we have to go see what's in the Bierok. Castanella, Charnot, Stoya, Bierok Empire. There's a few provinces here. This one we will random roll for. We've got Abinland. We've got Northernland. Rowland. And Unter. Unterland. Anything else? Nope, just the 4. Where are we going? Oh, Unterland. All right. Unterland history dates back to warring tribes and hunters. Lived in the marshlands, mountains of the eastern Bierok. For generations, they fought amongst themselves. Minor kings quibbled for territory. Quibbled. I think that would... Squabbled would have been a better one. Warlords and monsters conquered. Some tribes collapsed, others united. Eventually, it was the Unterfolk who rose from the lion's den as the strongest among them. Worshipping the war god Malagant, the Hunters chose their generals for their strength and cunning, forged strong alliances, knew when to sacrifice their allies for victory. Wow, savage. Learned to wage war with surgical precision, favored Malakant, managed to capture Grabenstein Defeat many tribes failed during the era of expansion. The dwarven fortress fell to siege engines. Walls still visible in the regional capital. Try to rebuild their strength. The Academy sword dates back to Malagant's earliest teachings in warfare. Academy of Swords produces infantry. Academy also trains scout and rangers. With shadows rising in the Bjork Empire, another type of military school has also emerged. Those that train monster hunters. Huh? The randomness is just lining up so perfectly. First we got a Dampier that's in Astoya. And then we got a dwarf Fey Blessed, which just fits the stories of little like nature spirits, little trolls and fae fucking with us. And then now we're a monster hunter in Unterland that has a college for monster hunters. That is incredible. The only issue though is that why was I a courtier? How do I... What? I guess a courtier is someone... Maybe I was a representative for the wider Bjork. And this is the province that I was in control of. I need to read what a courtier is. I know it's someone who deals with the courts. But maybe there's some more specifics we can get for inspiration. Courtier, you were either born into a role within the courts or power structures of your area, or you worked your way into the company of the powerful or elite through... Where'd it go? Through perseverance, skill, trickery, or some combination. You draw upon the power of your institutions to gain what you need, but you're always at the mercy of those institutions as well. You have a specialized role within the system, such as a court jester, sommelier. What is that? I've seen this twice now. What is a sommelier? A chef. Huh? A wine steward. A waiter. That doesn't seem right. Or you may occupy a more generic role as a hanger-on, whose role is undefined, but whose power rests in simply being connected to someone with the power to get what is needed. I'm gonna go eat. Be back later. Alrighty. Enjoy your food. Gimme. Still have something partially stuck in my throat. Courtier. Call it a hanger-on. Powerful friends. We had powerful friends. Accursed. There's a really good transformation called... Oh, shoot. The... Cold Steel? No, Dark Steel. Shoot. It's in transformations. There's a special metal in here used specifically for cursing people. Shadow Steel. Yes. Shadow Steel. This is... Oops. Academy of, what was it, Blades? I think the music stopped. It's been exactly an hour since I started the music. Hold on, is there more Inquisition? We can play Dragon Age Inquisition soundtrack. Sure, why not? I'm sure there's some goodies in here. Okay. What is back to the Bierock? To Unterland. What was it called? It is the Academy of Swords. So what changed us? And how did it change us? I like the idea of it being accidentally self-inflicted. You go too far to get powerful friends, they ask you to do something. They give you a strange medal. You perform something that you don't fully understand, but the gain that you would get, the reward, did you succeed? Music too loud. Turn down. It wasn't worth it. First, I will... First, rival for a friend. Something. Oh. Something went wrong. All right. Let's see if we can find a class, a subclass that can fit into these, and I think we're gonna close this out and go play some games before I spend the next hour doing D&D things. So we got a Dampier Beggar Wizard. Stoyan, you know, I have the perfect subclass for this wizard. You know, when you're forced to learn magic on your own, you need some help. And who better to turn to than the Archseraphs and the Archdemons? Wizard, Demonologist, and Daemonologist. Alright. Fey, Blessed, and a Fighter. This one might be hard. There's a really good couple ideas for Ranger. But Fighter, specifically from the classes available in Grimhollow. There's the Bulwark, the Living Crucible, and the Night Watcher. Oh, the Night Watcher could actually work. He was on night watching duty, you know, when he saved this dog. Then he became a Night Watcher to watch over everyone. I think that works. Despite maybe me having some reservations for the class. Night Watcher. There's a few classes, honestly, in the book that feel kind of undersold. Their abilities, mechanically, I mean. Let's see, what does the Night Watcher get? Skilled Guardian. Choose one of your skill proficiencies, which you lack expertise with. You gain expertise without. And then Skilled, you gain proficiency with 2 skills of your choice from the following list. And then also at 3rd level, Ever Vigilant. You gain Dark Vision at a range of 60. If you already have it, it increases by 60. I think dwarves already have it. Although, I should probably look, because there's different kinds of dwarves. But then also for Ever Vigilant, you get Keen Sense, which is advantage on initiative and perception checks. Warning Shout. When you make an initiative roll, use your reaction to warn creatures of your choice within 30 feet of yourself that can hear you. Each creature can then take a reaction to have advantage on its initiative and move up to half its speed without provoking opportunity. That is actually kind of good. Any utility to rearrange the battlefield, right, before combat starts is incredibly good. They thought they were getting the surprise on us. Nah. Level 7 is Size Up. As bonus action, you can assess a creature you can see till the start of your next turn. When it makes an attack roll against you or another creature, you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on that roll and give resistance to that damage. That's incredibly good. Level 10 is Night Stalker. A Blind Sight. You can give yourself Blind Sight as a bonus action. Up to 30 feet for 10 minutes. You regain the ability on a short long rest. And Slippery. Opportunity attacks have disadvantage against you. While entirely in dim light or darkness, your movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. Okay, maybe this isn't the fighter I was thinking I had a hang up with. This isn't bad. It starts off very roleplay heavy in the first few levels at level 3, because most of it is expertise, more skills, dark vision, advantage on skills, and then the one ability that you can actually use in combat, which is a really good ability. But then we have for level 15, when you make an initiative roll, you can't roll below a 10. And if you roll 18 or 20 on the roll, you take an additional action, except the magic action. So when you roll, when the dice is an 18 to 20, not when your initiative is, right? When you roll an 18 to 20 on an initiative roll, that needs a little clarification. I feel like it should say when you get an 18 or 20 on the d20 when rolling initiative. Although I feel like they would have made that clear if it was intended that way. And I think it's if you just get 18 to 20 on your initiative. Unknown. But then level 18, Beatdown. When you miss a creature under the effect of Size Up, can take a bonus action or reaction to make a melee attack against them. You have advantage on the new attack against the creature. Interesting. That seems really interesting. Don't put Academy of Swords in parentheses here. Put it in Unterland. Iraq, Underland, Monster Hunter. Now there's a few of the Monster Hunter subs that could fit this fairly nicely. An Accursed, Shadow Steel, Monster Hunter. Might roll for this one because any of these could work. Carver, Devourer, Occultist, Trapper. We wanted to play more into being cursed, looking fucked up. Devourer serves that. But I feel like we have that covered. With it being the accursed heritage and also taking the Shadow Steel transformation. Cultist and Trapper. Seem more interesting to me. Cultist Guild. They use magic. So at 3rd level you gain spells, proficiency in Arcana, and Arcane Interference. Advantage on saving throws against spells cast by creatures in your grimoire. When you see a creature within 60 feet of you cast a spell or make a spell attack, you can use studied response against the creature before the spell is cast. Studied response. It's where you get something above them. Effective way to slay the monster. When a creature you can see within 60 feet of you targets you or another creature with a melee attack, you can take a reaction before the attack roll to make one with a weapon or on... Oh! Studied response lets you attack if they attack with a melee or ranged attack. But then the occult lets you also do it when they cast a spell or make a spell attack. What is it with me and half-casters, though? Everything I've played recently has been a half-caster. I don't want to play a half-caster. Ideally, I want to play a full caster. But so many people are already having the same idea as me. Trapper could be interesting as well. Making traps out of monster salvage. Let's see, what else does this get? Mage Hunter. Damaged creature is concentrating and has disadvantage to maintain. Cult Knowledge. You learn to cast rituals. You can cast them if they are prepared. Okay, here is my biggest fucking annoyance with ritual casting. You can cast a spell if it has a ritual tag, but you have to have it prepared. Some classes get to prepare very few spells, and so to get the use out of that utility, they're giving up the things that are actually meaningful. So you're losing so much roleplay opportunity by restricting these spells that are gonna take 11 minutes to cast anyway. So you're not gonna need to fear someone casting it during combat. So just give it to them at all times. Just let them cast it religiously whenever they want. They don't need to have it prepared. I have it written in this book. Just let me open the book and I'll start casting the spell. I'll take my 11 fluffing minutes, or sometimes an hour and 1 minute. Some of these ritual spells take hours. I think that needs to be something to consider. Because I don't think there's a single ritual spell in the whole game that is instantaneous. And ritual casting things forces you to do it for, 10 minutes? To ritual cast something, you take 10 minutes to cast it? What is that, 6,000 turns? I feel like we're not making anyone overpowered by just letting them cast their ritual spells prepared or unprepared. Let's see. But with occult knowledge, you learn some extra spells. 2 from cleric, druid, wizard. From cleric, druid, wizard? This reads so much like a warlock. But they don't get access to the warlock spells. What spells do they get access to base, actually, when they gain the spellcasting feature? Cantrips. 2 cantrips from the wizard spell. Spell list. Prepared spells from the wizard spell list. That's weird that they don't get warlock spells, despite this reading very much like the warlock class. The warlock monster hunter. Let's see, at 15 they get magical Aegis. They radiate an aura. While it's active, allies have advantage on saving throws against spells cast by creatures in your grimoire. When you cast counterspell, you always have counterspell prepared, and when you cast it, do so without a spell slot 1 time, and then you need to take a short or a long rest to get it back. And then let's see, finally 18. Arcane response, anticipate your enemies. When you use your study response, you can cast a spell. The spell must have a casting time of an action, must target 1 creature. Or only that creature, the one that activates it. That's fun. I love when you can just whip out a spell and be like, no, you. Yeah, I think we do occultist. Let's see what Trapper does before we decide. They have gadgets, Dread Venom. Can coat 10 pieces of ammo. Takes a minute to apply. Lasts for 8 hours. When a creature takes damage, when a creature takes damage from the item, can't regain hit points until it finishes a short or long rest. Holy shit. That's a little strong. A 3rd level fighter. They don't even get to save against it, by the way. It's whenever they take damage from it, they're just no healing. They're shit out of heals. Interesting. Elemental ammunition. Bonus action, imbue. Piece of ammo with elemental power. you change the damage type, essentially, for a bonus action. And deal 2d6 extra damage. Can't recover the elemental ammunition. You can have this ammunition made. Oh, if it misses, it can be recovered. Okay. And it retains its power for 2 days. Runic Bomb. Throw it within 60 feet, 20-foot radius. It's a bonus action. Spreads around corners, lightly obscures. Pushed away with a strong wind. Whenever bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing damage is dealt to a creature within the sphere, that damage is force instead of normal. Okay. That's an interesting way to get around resistances and immunities. Scorpion Anchor. Fire from crossbow, short bow, or longbow as an action. When it hits, it restrains the creature. The creature can make a athletics check against your save. Terrain Cloak. Creatures have disadvantage to see you. Alright, Wear Trap. Man, I love a class that's just making traps, dude. Ambusher's advantage. You roll initiative at your intelligence. Additionally, you can't be surprised by creatures in your grimoire. Agile response. When a creature makes a melee attack against you, you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage. And use your studied response as part of the same reaction. Whether the attack hits or misses, you can move half your speed without provoking opportunity. Monster Hide Armor. Create light or medium armor out of scales, hide, leather, monster components. Has the properties of light and medium armor of the armor crafted, and gains 2 modifications from the modification list. Modifications are damage resistance, acid, cold, fire, lightning, poison, or thunder. Elemental charge, acid, cold, fire, lightning, poison, thunder. When you hit a creature, you deal an extra d6 of that. Hardened defense is +2 to your AC. Phase leap, a bonus action teleport of 60 feet 3 times before needing a long rest. Generation is a bonus action. Spend a die from your pool. You have 6 dies, 6 d10s. Regain hit points equal to the die's roll. So that just gives you essentially a slightly weaker but more often second wind. And the last one is stealthy. Your armor doesn't impose disadvantage, and while wearing it, creatures have disadvantage to see you, and you have advantage to see them. So it's a replacement. That essentially makes the terrain cloak like useless. Why does it not give you advantage on stealth so that you can pair it with a terrain cloak? Then you have advantage on stealth, they have disadvantage to spot you, and you have advantage to spot them. Why does it... Why does it just recreate the effects of the other armor, or the... Oh, what are these called? Trapper gadget. That's just... And it's redundant. I don't like redundancies. Alright, last one. Rapid Tinkerer. Capable of crafting trapper tools at a much faster rate. A minute to make the gadget without spending GP. Can use this feature twice. Cool. So if I need one in combat, I will be waiting 10 rounds. I feel like it should just be an action to whip something up, because in reality you're probably whipping something up because you need it immediately to fit the situation you're in. I feel like a minute is kind of lame. Whoa, stretch. Okay. I think we're going with the Occultist. Occultist Guild. Alright, well, we have 3 backup characters. I'm gonna use none of them, unfortunately. These were just exercises for our brain. The backup character, which we're gonna make right now, is gonna be using the Valaka book, so that we stay within the parameters of the module. But I will randomly roll for everything again. Starting with the Heritage. Da, 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 da. Is backup one word? These are things you never think of until you're needing to know them. Yes. I think I'll make 2, actually, because I just know that having the 1 is gonna get hit by one of the 6 players, or one of the other 5 players, because I am considered the 6th. And everyone is trying their hardest to play something specifically from the Valaka book, which leaves very little options for not repeating, because some of the classes in here are just not the most cinematic, and I think a lot of the people in our group love to have just cinematic characters doing crazy shit. Alright, need to open the wheel. Alright. Newborn. Human. Dreamer. Fragile. And she. Ogresh. First. Arisen. Dampier. She's embodied. Downcast. Weshel. It's not the other S. Alright. Here we go. Keeping out the Wolven. We already have a Wolven. Oh, Halfling. Alright. Don't think I've ever played a Halfling. Yeah. It's crazy that there's so few options. Hold on, actually. Let's do this one. Oh my gosh. Barely larger. Excuse me. Alright. What is the second option? I want like a Dragonborn or... Oh. Oh. A human. Flamers. Humans are so boring. Actually, I'm removing human. I already playing a human in the other world. Reroll that. I don't want to play a human again. We already rolled Dampier, one of the fake ones. Roll it again. I'm not ignoring the... Oh, a Dreamer? Oh no. Okay, well that's the... Can't reroll that. I don't have an excuse. Alright. Now we're gonna use the Valican book that... Oh, it's not in the actual book. It's in the player notes that we were given. We're going to use one of these backgrounds because these backgrounds are specifically tied to the module. I don't know why I keep making things harder on myself and trying archivist, capitalize everything. Envoy. Noble. Priest. Yep, that's how you spell priest, alright. That's still not right. There we go. Villager. Painter. Merchant. Throat. Free sword. Guard. Soldier. Beast hunter. Pioneer. Explorer. Sailor. Sea gatherer. Alright. Halfling is a priest. Okay. I don't want to play the healer. I could be a paladin. Could be an off healer. Actually, I don't... It might not be terrible being the healer because the subclasses in this have a lot of fun things. And also a cleric is a full caster. So this one could serve my need to be a full caster. My desire. Alright. Now the Dreamer. Is a soldier. Okay. Let's see. Then we can choose one of three options. Gandar, Thrall, Former Thrall. Halfling Priest is... Thrall. So that's the area of Valaka. Two of these technically put you in the same region, though. Former Thrall can only come from the region that actually takes Thralls. That's a coin flip. And so we've got slightly more spicy Valakin, and then a more diplomatic Valakin. Is there anything else in here that'll help me choose? No, I think we just need to go find where these different clans reside. Is there a map? There's one in the Discord. Does it specifically show me Thrall and Kandar? It does. Oh, but it doesn't give me an easy list to read. Huh. I think this book might actually... Valakin clans... Thrall... Kandar... Okay, does not give me a digestible list, so I'm just gonna have to guess. I know that Christ and Hibern are the two seats of power for either side. Which is weird that Christ is the only one with a capital symbol. And Tivern is off in the middle of flipping nowhere. But is somehow the seat of power for Thrall. Kind of hard to rule when you're slightly across the sea. Let's just read about Kandar. See if... So major clans are Limgri, Mithra. God, why is the writing so tiny? Also, I'll be right back. I need to grab something. Limgreen, Mithra, and Morgong. Guess we can roll for that. Limgreen, Mithra, Morgong. Oh, this is for the Kandar Valican. We were once part of Clan Limgree. And the other is... I guess it's just the other three. Rune, Seer, and Vulgar. Oh. Yep. Alright. A soldier within the magic clan? Oh, wait, no. Priest within the magic clan. Aha. Strange how things keep falling into place. What is Clan Limgree about? Nomadic. Hospitality is its governing law. The druid community? This has very little details on them. What does it say in the Valaka book? Limgree. Where is it? Oh, I think I passed it. Okay, then they weren't in alphabetical order. That's weird. Frigid North. Let's see. The end is coming. Oh, are these the ones that think the world is gonna end? That it should end? I think they are. Also, that's a shit ton of fucking reading. I'm not gonna read that. Okay, we're moving on. What order do we do? Race, background, place, and then a little bit into what they're doing. Should I random roll for their class? You know, I'll random roll for what fits into their class. Okay, that sounds like a good idea. So a priest could technically be cleric, paladin, ranger. Let me go look at the Valaka book. Specifically what's available here. Once it loads, the music ended. Yes, I'm still listening to the music, YouTube, you fucking shitheads. Okay. Writer's Guide. Why did I put Ranger? I guess could technically be a priest. I meant to put Druid. Let's see. Barbarian, no. Bard? As a priest? I could see that. A monk as a priest? I can see that. I don't see a ranger as a priest, actually. Actually, technically, all of them can be priests, because all of the subclasses we'll be using are through the teachings of their gods. Barbarian, Bard, Fighter, Ranger, Rogue, Sork, Warlock, Wizard, Cleric, Paladin, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep. And you know, there's technically Artificer and Monster Hunter, but those definitely wouldn't fit here. Unless I just said they were worshipping. But no. Okay, here we go. I probably should have removed... Oh no. Or a bard. Okay. So that is... Bard... College of Legends. Oops. Can I call dibs on the bard? Why do you want dibs on the bard? What's your nefarious plan, huh? No, not the fucking ranger. I'm re-rolling that one. The other one we have is already... I don't know why I need to remove wizard as well. The one character idea we already have is either going to be a ranger or a wizard. We need new ideas. Fighter. Funny how that fits, considering they're a soldier. Fighter, and then I think it's called Blade Breaker. Yeah. Blade Breaker. I want to perform the ancient tradition of finding some ancient evil or a giant dragon or other mystical beast and rolling a perfect 20 on the seduction check and getting absolutely freaky. I don't think you'll live very long in this grimdark world if you try to get freaky with the monsters. Their kind of freaky is probably not the kind of freaky you want. I'm here for a good time. Long time. Oh no. This is funny. No. We need you to live. If you die, we can't protect the village together. I love how I'm doing this, and then I shit you not, am not going to actually use it. If this character idea falls through, I will be sad. And I'm the kind of person that's so indecisive that I won't even say anything about it. They'll have stolen my idea, and I'm just gonna cry about it. Cry in silence, where no one can see or hear me. I just have to lay claim to it first, then no one can take it from me. But if I lay claim to it, I have to fucking figure out what it is. What are you using to write all this down, by the way? It's called Obsidian. It's free. The plugin I'm using to get this look to it is called... Oh shit. Video game company? No. Yeah, it's just a program called Obsidian. Also, what the hell is the plugin called? Excalidraw. So Obsidian is basically a text document note taker. It uses just text documents. But the program is designed to present the information in a more streamlined and pleasing way. And so the plugin I'm using now basically gives you just a massive canvas, and I can add pictures to it. I can even put URLs in here, and it will create a window that I can use the URL. So let me give you an example. The biggest use I get from this is using Google Translate, because I have places that use real world languages, but they're in the fantasy world as a fantasy language. And so something that I can do is I can name a town something in English. So we'll call it Last Light. And then I can copy the URL, paste it. Oh, not that way. Give it a second. Give it a second. It will fix itself in a second. Or I'm gonna have to fucking fix it. Give me the link, you shithead. Excalidraw, yes. There we go. It fixed itself. And so I pasted this link in here, and now I can actually use it. And so, Last Light, Sistalis. I don't think it's capturing the audio from this, but it's a fully working Google Translate inside. And it's really freaking useful instead of having to constantly open up the Google Translate and get everything. But yeah, you can create shapes in here. I usually use this also for making maps during D&D. If I'm taking notes and I need to take notes of what a map looks like. And I can like create thought boards. So yeah, it's a fun way. You can also just hand draw. I could literally draw little doodles if I wanted. If I had a fucking working tablet. But yeah, it's a really good note-taking. Just make sure that when you're setting it up, it gives you a warning not to put it inside like other drives, like your Google Drive or your OneNote. I mistakenly did this before I think they even had the warning, and it caused a massive data loss. And so a lot of the notes I had were deleted, unfortunately. But yeah, Obsidian is a very versatile note-taking system that I really love, despite it biting me a few times. Okay, you know, instead of the random idea, I'm gonna make characters I actually want to try and play. This was another fun experiment in randomly rolling shit, but that is unwise when you want to actually enjoy something. Characters I want to play from a just absolute list of fucking heritages. What the hell are we gonna play? Dragonborn. The actual files from the software are gonna break shit like OneDrive, but a screen cap of the whole thing is harmless, right? I think so. Yeah, like you could take pictures of the notes you've taken and then back them up somewhere else. Just don't put all of OneNote into, or don't put all of Obsidian into OneNote. But if you take things out of here and then put them in OneNote, it should be fine. I keep plosive-ing the freaking microphone because it's too close to my face, and when I say peas, it makes a p sound. P, p, p. Alright. I really like the idea of the Wolven. Maybe I don't need to fully change my initial character idea. I just need to have backup classes that can work, that I can be happy with. But at the same time, it might be useful to have a different idea if the Wolven idea falls out. I also need to name that character. I don't have a name for them. Something fun we could do is pick a transformation and then build a character that heightens that transformation. Could probably also just read through some of the heritages in here and see if they inspire me with anything. I haven't played a Dragonborn in a long time. I haven't played a dwarf. Honestly, the dwarf we made here could so easily be transposed into the Valakan region. We just get rid of Lysek. Don't want to play a vampire of any form. A dwarf could also be a craftsman, which was one of my original ideas because I noticed that the village didn't have a defined crafter, defined blacksmith at least. Don't want to play an elf, or a gnome, or a halfling, or a human. And then the rare heritages are very peculiar. Could play a Grudgel, which is just an orc for this world. But the Lanchi, the Dreamer, do not call to me. The Ogresh could be interesting. An Arisen. What is this? The Arisen are spoken of in fearful whispers across Atharis. They are humanoids. Each Arisen is a unique construct created by magic. I don't want to be a Frankenstein. Disembodied, downcast. A downcast would be very interesting, considering that the Valakin clans worship the Seven. I wonder how they view downcasts. Children of the gods. I think we just pick backup classes. And we should just choose classes we want to play. Stop trying to shove the classes into this defined box, because it's incredibly limiting. And honestly making it really frustrating to figure out what to do. So, if I had to choose 3 classes to play, what 3 would they be? And then how do those classes define the character? First I need to find where the fuck the classes are. Hello? There they are. Path of the Carrion Raven. Barbarians who walk the path of the Carrion Raven wield the warrior spirit of a blood-soaked raven blessed with the gift of speech. This carrion bird aided Centigrin, or Kentigern? I don't know. I need a pronunciation guide. On his quest to slay Gormatrog. So the ravens might feast on the prismatic worm. Weird. Why did the ravens want to feast on the prismatic worm? Barbarians who embody this saga prefer the company of beasts. This close proximity to animals grants them deeper insight. To them, it's a high compliment. To other Valakans, it marks them as outsiders to be feared and kept away at spear point. Okay. So they're sort of the animal whisperers. Let's see what their abilities are. Feral Clarity. Rage grants you animalistic speed of action. As part of a bonus action to enter rage, you can make 1 weapon attack. Additionally, you gain the ability to concentrate on maneuvers even while you're raging. You still cannot concentrate on spells. Okay. A barbarian with concentration maneuvers. Interesting. At 6, Raven Spirit. Proficiency with animal handling. If you already have it, you gain proficiency in your choice of athletics, nature, or survival. In addition, you can speak. You can cast Speak with animals as a ritual. Interesting. Interesting. And then 10, which is the last ability we'll get in this module. When you enter your rage, creatures of your choice within 10 feet that can see you must succeed on a wisdom save. On a fail, they are frightened. Okay. So everything is jam-packed into raging, which is nice. As a barbarian, you never want to not be raging. The Carrion Raven maneuvers. Let's start with the cheapest ones, because that's the ones we're going to be using the most at our level. In order, we have Falcon's Glide. When you fall, use your action to spin a maneuver point to fall slower for 1 minute. In addition, as bonus action on your turns, for the duration, you can spin an additional maneuver to gain a flying speed of 30 feet until the end of the turn. Okay. Very situational. You can use a bonus action and spend 1 maneuver point to fight, feral fighting. Spend a maneuver point, fight Bestial Fury. When do so, make an unarmed attack. On a hit, you can roll 1d8 in place of your normal damage. Okay. Or I can just get proficiency with punching and then use that instead. Pack Leader. When an enemy within 5 feet of you is attacked, use your reaction to spend a maneuver point to make a melee attack at the same enemy creature. When an enemy creature within 5 feet of you is attacked. Okay, so I can join in on attacking. When I do so, I have advantage on the attack. Predator's Howl. Bonus action for 2 points. Emit a terrifying howl. 2 creatures of your choice make a whiz save. On a fail, they are frightened until the start of your next turn. Each time the frightened creature takes damage from weapon attacks, they take an additional d6. Slippery Otter. 1 point. Bonus action. Embody grace and endurance. Gain a swimming speed of 30 feet. Hold your breath for a number of minutes equal to twice your con. While in the water, you can dash as a bonus action. Okay. Snout of the Bloodhound. Take a minute and spend a maneuver point to attune your senses to your surroundings, enhancing your senses of smell, sight, and hearing for the next hour. Advantage on perception and survival. Add proficiency to initiative. This is a stupid ability. You do not have disadvantage on attack rolls against invisible creatures. So you have to predict that you're going to be in combat within the next hour. Spend the point, and then you get the benefit from it. You could just make it one of the abilities where when you're rolling initiative, you can activate it instead of having to predict when to use it most efficiently. Stoke Oxen. When you become charmed or frightened, you can use your action 2 maneuver points to immediately end the condition. In addition, you have advantage on attack rolls against the creature who attempted to charm and frighten you. And then, let's see, how many points will we get max and maneuvers? Holy shit. We get a lot of points as a barbarian, apparently. We start with 6 points. Interesting. So we can actually take some of these abilities that are a little more expensive right off the bat. Is there any abilities in here that are cinematic? Opening up some opportunities for some amazing roleplay, perhaps? Apex Dominance, 5 maneuver points. Sunder your enemy with excessive force. Creature within your reach must succeed on a strength save. If they're grappled, it has disadvantage. On a failed save, they take 6d10 force damage. On a success, they take half as much. The damage from this maneuver reduces the creature to 0. It immediately dies as you rip it apart. If it reduces it to 0, it immediately dies as you rip it apart. Don't creatures in D&D immediately die when they hit 0 anyway? This is 2024. Maybe they changed the fact that creatures don't make death saving throws, but now they do? Let's see. Axolotl's regeneration is 2 to 6. When you do, you regain 1d12 plus con. If you spend 6, you regrow a lost limb or organ. Huh? And use an action. I wonder if I had my heart ripped out, if I could just use an action to bring it back, or do I need to be alive to do this? Oh wait, this is a bonus action. A bonus action to heal. 1d12 plus con for 2 points. That's not bad. I can do that 3 times at 3rd level. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's see. Bestial Transformation. Can't do this immediately. 8 points. You cast Polymorph targeting only yourself. Can only transform into a beast with a CR of half your level or lower. You retain your int, wisdom, and charisma. Call of the Beast Lord for 5 points. Choose any beast with a CR equal to half to appear in an unoccupied space. Oh, you can just summon an animal. Trying to think. How does this change my character? Well, barbarian. It really changes it too drastically. I'm too in love with the idea of fleeing Castanella, fleeing the Inquisition, spending a few years as a prisoner, breaking free. So our best bet is classes that cast spells. Specifically arcane spells, because I think Castanella is wholly fine with it being religious. Although maybe they don't subscribe to my religion. Let's see, where's Castanella? Rise of the Inquisition. Arcanist Inquisition. Imperius had to decree that magic was a curse. First Inquisition warned of magic's danger. After a time, they began to arrest anyone who was magically gifted. Eventually, they proclaimed that all arcanists should be captured and put to death. Yeah, so through the definition of arcanist, that is specifically arcane casters. I don't think they have an issue with, or they have less of an issue with religious casters. My dog is barking frantically. He's probably being bullied by the cat. The Inquisition has license to capture anyone from families with magical blood, even if they themselves are not gifted. Uh-oh. Curses and transformations. People cursed by powerful magic are shunned and treated with mistrust. In Castanella, it is illegal to exist in such a state, and one cannot openly search for a cure, as the Inquisition demands a swift death for the afflicted. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Fuck it. I am choosing my class. My class is Burning Mind. Spelled burning wrong. Burning Mind Wizard. You know, I said fuck it that I was sold on this, but I'm sold on not maybe the class specifically, but full caster. Full arcane caster specifically. Work wizard. Okay, well, we're gonna put this away for now. I think 2 hours, 2.5 hours is good enough. Good enough thinking. We're sold on majorly this. We don't need a backup character. We haven't fully fleshed out this character idea yet. Save it for later. We'll just keep those character ideas in case I need them at some other point. Well, for now, I'm gonna play some games. I'm gonna distract myself with some games. I'm gonna play Path of Exile because I really want to get through to the new stuff. Minimize all this shit. Actually close out some of these windows. I don't need these open anymore. What I need, close the music down too, is to find an artist. Or I need to fucking break out the... What the... Why can I hear myself? No, stop. I need to break out my own art thingy and see if I can make something. What is this? Why is Steam not opening? Everyone, cross your fingers the game does not crash the stream, because if it does, I'm taking an hour break, coming back later. No. Gotta set the game up. Sounds. Fix the sounds. Gotta change the other shit. Game capture. Path of Exile. Of course, it's gonna sit there and be like, I don't see a game called Path of Exile. Come on, OBS. Gonna make me use display capture, you son of a bitch. No, not display. Window. Gonna make me use a window capture, you son of a bitch. Hello? It's capturing the unique cursor of the game, but it is not capturing... What is going on? Hello? New window. Window capture. Roll down. Put it in the capture scenes. Capture specific. Path of Exile. Oh my god. Close the game and open it back up. Cursed stream. I knew it'd be cursed. Good thing I put it in the title. It's still not capturing? What the fuck? Loading into the game? We're just actually cursed. What is happening? Wait, was I in studio mode? No, because we can see everything else. Studio mode. Games. Game capture. Path of Exile 2. Wait, this just won't capture anything. Why? Game capture is broken. Path of Exile 2. Okay, captured Steam. It captures Brave, the PNG tuber, Sammy Core, but doesn't capture Path of Exile. What the fuck, dude? Are we gonna have to play something else? How to troubleshoot. Troubleshoot failing, switching to potentially devastating and not a good idea. Oh, display capture. You can finally see my fluffing XP bar. Bad monkey. Bad quadrilla. What a name. Okay. How is it so hot in my room? High UV warning. Is my house being bombarded with radiation? Is that why it's so hot in here? You slid across the room. I don't know what we're supposed to be doing here. What is this? Jungle Grave. Did I miss this? Summon friend.
This is my son. When he did not promise me, you will not tell Apus his father is dead. Let him remain a child for one more day.
Increase mana recovery. Increase life recovery. Sort of already have a really good belt. Don't need another. Uncut skill gem. See what we can level up. Anything need a big boost? Not really. What are we doing? Angry plants! I think they're bugs. There's an abyss over here. Too many enemies.
I must maintain a fine balance.
Too much garbage.
been classing evil in the shadows, mate. Keep your eyes sharp. Still alive. Be wary.
Logbook.
Their tribes, for all their brutality, the Orok live in harmony with the forces of nature. Perhaps they have no choice, but I wonder if we are the fools who believe in transcendence. Better to live with them
Spirit.
than die defiant.
What's the spirit doing? Where are we going? Where are you taking me? Ooh. Some nice loot. I'm stuck in the barrier. Welcome to the jungle. We've got fun and games. Don't sing that fucking song. This is copyrighted, you idiot. Watch. Freaking gorillas. Need a scroll. Need it. I already read that. Why did I click on that again? Ow, I got run over by roly-poly-olies. Now I'm being attacked by people with snake arms. Snakes for arms. Build a Grim Hollow character inspired by Path of Exile monsters. So where did I go? Some angry bugs. Something I need to double check and see if it's broken is this ability apparently doesn't build ice. Doesn't build frost or whatever it's called in this game. So when I hit things with it, it's doing nothing but damage. It's not that great of damage. So close to leveling up again. It does feel slightly faster. And that's probably because of the experience I have. I don't know if that's actually because leveling up is easier or not.
What do you need? Keep your eyes sharp. Yes. Keep your eyes sharp.
Need a cheat sheet for knowing if gear is better than what I already have. Right now, my only thought is it doing more damage? No. Then it's not better. But the only scale I have to go off of is the number that actually says damage. I don't pay attention to crit or anything else I should probably be paying attention to. I'm probably going to go into silent mode. I'm going into watching a video while playing a game mode. So, I don't seem like I'm wholly here. It's because I'm definitely not. I want to finish the video I was watching, but now I have to scroll through the thousands of playlists that I was listening to find it. There it is. Go watch James Randall. Okay. What are we supposed to be doing? Find the source of the poison. Probably the venom crypts. And...
It moves almost like a man.
oh. A giant monkey. It's not a monkey. It's a gorilla. It's technically an ape. Ow. Ow, okay. We didn't find a checkpoint, and everything just got revived. That's unfortunate. We did find a checkpoint, never mind.
A mighty ape.
Okay. Does that Elden Ring thing where it starts to show that it's about to do its attack. You dodge as soon as it does it, and then it's like, nope, it's gonna sit there for a few extra seconds. And there it goes. I don't know. I don't know if certain abilities have not iframes, but just like then you're not gonna hit me if I'm jumping in the air over your head. or if attacking me where I was standing is enough to hit me despite my animations being not standing there. Whew.
Man bests beast once again.
Book. Oh, that's gonna give me skill points. Oh, 3 skill points. It's my flippin' birthday, you guys. I have to go find the dang build again. Monk. Okay, we got that one. Now we're moving down. Did I accident? I did. I accidentally grabbed the window. We're going into this. Melee damage. Melee strike range. Damage. Accuracy and attack speed. %8 melee damage?
Freezing strike.
Another checkpoint. We should probably go deal with that poison before going anywhere else. It's right there.
Meet the dreamer.
Gonna have to drop some of this shit off later. What is that? Just a boss notification, I guess. For the groups.
Darkness and decay.
Poison hurts. Uh-oh. I woke up the dead. Uh-oh. That's a... No, you deal so much damage, holy. Well, you're dead now. I'm getting hungry. I gotta keep eating my snacks.
Yes? Don't eat anything colorful.
I need a flippin' spirit gem already. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Woo. Mm-hmm. Door. Ugh. Maps are so big, it's insane. Who's hiding in here? Map too big.
Mighty fall.
Still alive. Don't drink the water.
Oh no, I need to sneeze. Yeah. Gimme. Door. Loot. Map is huge. Ouch. Okay. Go in front and attack and just get magic missile to death. Oh, not enough medicine. Holy shit. Damage with maces, lame. Mana regeneration, elemental damage. Chance to inflict a lot ailments. I don't know why I struggled to read that. Evasion, charm effect, crossbow, 92 shock. Gonna test that out for a bit. Having some snack. Level up. Alright. Checkpoint. It only took forever. Ouch. OMG, hi, how are you? OMG, your stream is like so cool. Do you want to collab on Discord? Add me. A lot of effort for the corpse snake venom. So much effort. Mouth full of effort right now. Minute regeneration rate. Sure. Oh, yay. More
Drink the water.
sockets for more runes. Now, where do I put this? Oh yeah, do you know what the rancid ass venom that literally killed a man? Bottoms up. Yeah, you know. That's how you make anti-venoms. A little bit of venom can be a whole lot of medicine.
Yes? Don't eat anything colorful.
Ancient power.
It's a rune socket. That's not what I thought it was. Oh, I think I don't need to go back this way. Getting shot builds up a resistance to bullets. Ah. Ah. In some instances, you can build up a, not like a resistance, but your body can more adequately deal with like an infection. Sort of. Doesn't quite work that way with poisons, but you can make your body more tolerant. So while you're still poisoned, you know, you've stopped shitting yourself, but you're still in immense pain. For one type of infection, yeah. Well, for when, whoa, your immune system, when it is exposed to viruses, it actually creates, I can't remember what it's called. It's a protein, I think, but like colds and stuff, like actual viruses, you can build up a, what is it called? You become immune to it, essentially, depending on what it is. But the reason why, like, things like the cold you constantly get despite having it is because the cold mutates so often that you're never getting the same strain. So your body doesn't have the kill code saved to just get rid of it when you get it. Yeah. Kill these fuckers. I don't think I need to stay here. I need to go back to the portal. Go over here. Eat more crackers. These crackers have like a fine dusting of like herbs on them, and every time I go to eat one, I just inhale the herbs and start fucking dying. Oh, I got knocked over. Loot.
Still alive, I see. Another day, another treasure.
What is all this? This is actually a really good 10 points behind this, and it's not even upgraded.
You'll never get
Gimme.
about that.
Is there an evasion rating only? Unlike the whole reason you get sick symptoms is because your body finds the infection or virus or whatever, and activates delayed response to it. Then it tries to deal with it very, very slowly, but once it does, it actually does store something of a memory in this cell that helps survive future encounters. With that singular problem slightly better. I don't believe the memory shit is long lasting though. Probably not.
Hope to see you soon.
Oh, big gorilla. Inventory's definitely full again. You're watching Family Guy? I haven't watched that in so long.
Still alive.
My brother was talking about there being a new season of King of the Hill. We used to watch a lot. Gain deflection rating equal to 8% evasion rating. Grade, lightning resistance. Life regeneration per second. Shit, this adds spirit, and I need that. The new season of King of the Hill is whack. Like whack funny, or just someone made a mistake. I've only seen clips and bits of it, but Khan is now a cuck. Oh no. If I equip this, I'm fucking myself over pretty hard. Losing all that spirit is not a good idea. Disenchant. Wasted all that upgrade material, but I don't care. Feels like a weird mix of old and new. Like you recognize the decade-old humor of the show, but mixed it with new woke stuff, so it's kind of off-putting. There's a lot of not so well thought out wokeism currently. That's where we came in from. One funny I remember though is that Bobby runs like a authentic German food. Runs a German food restaurant and gets a visit from a German food committee. And one of them goes, "Are you related to Cotton Hill?" And Bobby goes, "I am his grandson." And in return, he machine gunned my grandfather in the war. And Bobby goes, "So he was one of the Fittymen? Fittymen? I've never seen this episode. Oh no. Being ambushed by bugs. Oh. I get it now. Oh, Spirit. Where are we going, Spirit? Where's this fire spirit taking me? Oh, that's a lot of damage. Uh-oh. That's a lot of enemies. The servers are lagging. Ugh. poison is so annoying. I don't have any healing. We're dead. Gosh, that lag was so unfortunate. The timing on that. Oh, there's an abyss. Oh no. Hank is born, and the nurse goes, "You must be so proud." Cotton goes, "Of course I am. I killed 50 men." Oh no. He graduates, and Cotton's like, "I killed 50 men." To a random guy. Hank gets married. Cotton goes, "I killed 50 men." To another random guy. Oh my god. He's haunted by it. An uncut support gem. Wow. When am I gonna get a flippin' spirit gem? They did a whole episode on it. Ah. Jesus Louise, these guys hurt. Okay, well. Getting lasered to death by bees spitting something. Not even gonna bother. These guys are so fluffin' strong. Ah, gotta run. Where's the other fucking door? Oh no, he's alive again. Oh wait, here's the other door. It's down this way. No, it's down that way. This way. Go.
Rayclast is adorned with scars of what once was.
Look.
Alva will know what to do with this.
I'm stuck.
The Val use this. I've never seen it. Bye.
Need to find the key. I think I'm actually gonna go to and eat lunch. My snacks are not enough. I'm hungry. I need a Seymour to feed me. Need a personal Seymour to bring me food. Might come back later. I might get busy though once people see that I'm not working again. But Lord Gun, Seraph, any lurkers, thanks for watching. Follow for more. Doing more stuff tomorrow. Destiny update. Probably going to have a later stream though. 2 hours after, probably. Give the game some time to let all the people in so we don't get stuck in a queue for hours. I guess we could just come to session, open the game, and then if we can't get through the queue, we just do other stuff while we sit and watch the wheels turning. We will see. But for now, this is the end of the transmission. Thank you for coming out, and I'll see you in the next one.